So, I was going to do bee stuff this week. Obviously, spring weather in Michigan is erratic, usually. It's quite erratic right now. We're in a new spot. We're in the Upper Peninsula now, so this is to be expected. But it did put a halt to my bee plans. I'm not going to be blasting with oxalic today just because I'm not going to want to be messing with an open oxalic crystal container getting rained on and all that. I can wait until tomorrow or the next day to resume that schedule. But as far as actually like working bees and getting in there, we are probably now at least a week or 10 days away from being able to do that safely. So it'll be a while before I'm digging into those bees, unfortunately. But the change in weather got me thinking that it's worth chatting about. Like, obviously a lot of beginning beekeepers are probably concerned in a situation like this. It's much colder than it was just a couple of days ago. The bees were out flying, gathering pollen, doing their regular spring things, and now it's back to a winter condition. Is this a concerning thing, and is it a danger to your bees? Well, in a lot of cases, that really depends on what kind of bees you have, what situation they were in before the cold weather started. But generally, what kind of bees did you have, and how did they go through the winter that they just went through? So over the course of the last bunch of years, we've been selecting for traits in our bees that will allow for stuff like this to just, be water off of a duck's back. Nothing to be concerned about at all. We greatly value our locally adapted bees. We started with a unique set of bees, a really remarkable colony from a very nice lady called Mary Ellen, who had bought a house that she didn't realize had some bees on the property. And when she did, we helped her, and they were just remarkable bees. They had been living there for who knows how long, and they were, like I said, remarkable. So we started our operation around those bees and those genetics, and injected genetics from other bee programs that we respected from people that we knew. But all throughout this last 8 or so years, we've been selecting for locally adapted traits that would include a really, really reasonable and slow start to the brood year. When you import a package from Georgia, they're going to get brooded up really quickly and go through a lot of food trying to keep that brood warm. So we select for bees that hold off on that are a little bit more patient in that regard, and that go through a lot less food over the course of the winter. And over the course of this last bunch of years selecting for that, we have very heavy colonies back there that just went through an entire winter that I'm not concerned about a bit. So it's definitely advantageous to select for bees that don't change in terms of look or weight much over the course of the winter. It's not enough to just select for survivors, because in situations like this, just any survivor might be on their last legs or might be struggling to get through the next couple of weeks. So if you have 10 or 15 colonies and you're trying to grow your operation, and you're trying to figure out which bees are ideal, which are the ones that you want to propagate from, take the heaviest ones. Take the ones that look the most like what they did in the fall. Take the ones that could go an extra month of winter. Take that over incredible honey production, and take that over incredibly docile, because all of those other traits can be dealt with, or can be acquired, or can be injected at some other point, or can be a point of concern at some other point in your breeding program. But first and foremost, you should start out with healthy, surviving, vibrant colonies that can take everything that the local nature situation can throw at them. So I'm happy to say that that's what I believe I have back there, and it's taken quite a few years of carefully selecting the bees that we know have what it takes. But at this point, I'm pretty proud of it, and I figured it was worth a video. So thanks very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section below. I'd be happy to chat with you. Otherwise, get out there and have some fun with your bees. See ya.